Okay, this is the exterior video, so it's going to cover a lot of things, so buckle up. And so here we go. This is the front porch. These steps are not dimensionally uniform. It may be a trip hazard. They're not supposed to be more than a 32nd of an inch height differential between the steps. This electric receptacle outlet does not have grounding, nor does it have GFCI. This electric receptacle outlet has GFCI and grounding. These walls, the panels, the wood as it comes down to the patio, there should be a weep screed, a gap between the siding and the brick. Because why? Because our homeownership 101. All roofs leak, all walls leak. We design them so they shed water faster than they accept it because we want to keep water out here, not in there. So any water that finds its way, and there won't be much, any water that finds its way in here, okay, it only has one place to go, back inside. Exterior light fixtures, okay, these sconces, these wall sconces, they should be sealed to help prevent moisture infiltration into the walls. Saved by the Bell. Let's see if that's some sales here. Got some good sales. Good home. This is Bud. Oh, it's Kate with Senior Services. Wow. Thank you, woman. Okay, we got something kind of funky going on over here in the corner by the steps. I don't know. Lawn sprinkler heads should not be closer to the structure than 12 inches. Bib faucets, they should be supported, they should be insulated, you should have vacuum breakers on there. Trees should not be closer than 25 feet to the structure to allow for branches, root growth, wood mulch, and debris. We got some cracks right here. This is interesting. This is the formal living area, but it looks like they've expanded it because we have our dining room chandelier in the living room. Interesting. We got some stair-step cracks between the brick and mortar between this wall right here. These are double pane vinyl frame windows. Moving on along. This is like a laundry utility room. It's a nice, oversized, generous room. But we have holes in our walls. We got 3 holes. They probably had like a planter box that was sticking out here or something like that. Stair-step cracks between the brick and mortar. A lot of this is gonna, all I have to do is say stair-step cracks between the brick and mortar and just let it go at that. But a lot of this is going to be itemized inside the report because that's just what I like to do. These soffit vents, they're all clogged with paint, with dust, debris. They should be cleaned. They should be cleaned or replaced to help promote good ventilation into the attic. Coming on along, the driveway kind of is what it is. Rain gutters above grade again. And look at all this foliage. Look at all this foliage. We got stair-step cracks between the brick and mortar here and here. This is the siding. You know why it's looking like that? Because it's old. Okay, but besides that, there's supposed to be flashing tape behind that. And there's not. I've never seen any. I'd like to see some. I'd fall down dead if I saw some. I'd die happy. I finally found some flashing tape. Wow. No, you can't die yet, bud. You got to find one of those brackets for the satellite dish too. Oh, still got something to live for. Okay, but all this bushes need to be cut down, and I comment more about them on the termite report, and I got a termite video too, by the way. See these cracks right here? See that crack? That's called a shrinkage crack. Some people call them corner pops. Call it what you will, but that's not a foundation problem. What that is it could be a brick problem. It holds up the brick, but that's too far out to the corners. I got a big long story. In fact, I got a link baked into the report that explains what shrinkage cracks are, what they how they happen, and what the deal is. So I'll just leave it at that. We got stair-step cracks between the brick and mortar over here on the north side of the garage car entry. This looks like we've had foundation repair. That's what foundation repair looks like. I'm not saying that we had it. I'm saying that's what it looks like. The door casement for the garage car entry, it's not supposed to be in direct contact with the cement. It's called capillary action. And that can happen around the front porch too, by the way. Water gets drawn up inside of there and causes wood rot. These steps, not only are they not dimensionally uniform, but they're higher than 7 3/4 inches because I did come back and I measured it. Oh, you haven't seen that video yet. Okay. Well, in another video, I promise you that I'm going to come back and measure it. And I did. We got a hole right here. Looks like somebody's bringing something in or out. In or out. What were you doing? What were you doing? You know what can get in there? Mice can get in there. Coming along here. Remember on the front porch I had one receptacle outlet that had the cover on it and one that looked like this? They all should have that cover on it. So one on the front porch was incorrect and one of them was correct. This one, it does have grounding, not like the front porch, but like the front porch, this one does not have GFCI protection. We've got kick out, that flashing should have been sealed. Look at that. You think wind-blown rain can get up in that step flashing around the chimney? I do. I sure do. And after that's been curled in, I got a link that explains this. After that's been curled in and sealed, we need kick-out flashing so that the water doesn't roll. Water can curl 3 inches, so water doesn't roll down here. That's only been here since 1960, so I guess it's doing all right. This is the fireplace. This is the fireplace clean-out. You're never going to get that open unless you move this deck. Just saying. I don't know. Some great minds. Okay, we got some casement windows in here too. Oh, that's cool. Casement windows? I don't know. I might as well tell you about it now. But right in there, right there inside, I can see some swelling around the laminate, the flooring. We had some moisture issues over there, and it's been compromised. So what I do? More bushes, more bushes. It's the gas line going into the house. Oh, and I was asking earlier about electric receptacle outlets so that you can service this air conditioning unit. That's the closest one you got. It's the closest one you got. You asked me to see that doghouse over there. We got doghouse over here. Got a doghouse over here. That's his doghouse over here. So, but anyway, that's where your meter is. It's inside that little niche, and or nook. Inside that little nook. It's on the other side of the fence. Get over here and take a look. We want to know. I haven't gotten any poison ivy in a while. That's a GFCI. No kidding? Alright. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And what do we got here? The hot and neutral are reversed. You got reverse polarity and an inoperable GFCI right there. Now to be fair, if you corrected the polarity, you might find some GFCI there. But you won't know until you correct the polarity, and you won't have GFCI until you correct the polarity. So for the time being, you do not have it. Okay, we're going to jump ahead for the air conditioning system. We didn't do that. We didn't do that. And the electrical first. You see the meter box? That should have been sealed on the sides and the top. Should have been sealed. All right. We got stair-step cracks between the brick and mortar here. But go back to the air conditioning system. This is the primary evaporator drain line. It's coming down this nice little PVC and wind trap. Do you think that's going to drain? You think that's going to drain in here? You think it's going to get in here? Look at that. I don't think it's going to get in there. What else we got? You know what that is right there? It means I got to get into the attic. I was going to get in the attic anyway. But that's the secondary drain line. That's the emergency drain line. That's supposed to terminate over a window, so you can look out the window and see it. That could be draining for days and you wouldn't notice it. So that's in the wrong location, and that guy, he just needs to be adjusted out. You can take that strap out, put a block behind it, but anyway, he does need to be corrected. That's true. That's true. We got level grading and drainage around the house. A lot of it. A lot of level grading and drainage. Moving along, we've been talking about this guy for a while. Got a couple videos on him, so we'll just sneak by. A little bit of bushes right there. This is the condensing unit. We talked about him, and now we talked about the drain lines too for the air conditioner. We're just talking about a lot of stuff. We're talkers. Okay, this deck over here, it's got bricks holding it up. What's that about? You think that step's higher than 7 3/4 inches? And because it is a sliding door, I'm even going to go farther. The deck should extend out at least 36 inches so you walk out on a stoop before you come down. That's just wrong. This is in the termite. This is in the termite section. I've talked about it enough. Or can I? Or can I? That's pretty shoddy. Insufficient ventilation. I guess I'm going to say wood ground contact. I'm sure there's some wood in here, but this is a plastic wood, which is really good stuff, by the way. It's really good stuff. It's a good product. It's not new though. It's starting to oxidize and stuff. Vents touching. There we go. What else we got? This ramp is more than 3 degrees. So you're probably not going to have any trouble getting down it with a wheelchair. Probably too easy to get down it. But if you're going up on your own accord, it's going to be kind of rough. To bring it out at 3 degrees, you'd probably go all the way out to the curb there. I get it. I understand. But I'm just saying. Are you going to close for me? We still got to do the lawn sprinkler system. Moving on along, wood mulch. Rain gutter's too close to the house. Got another crack right up here. See that crack? I see that crack. In use cover. We're back where we started. Let's see, 11 minutes. Thank you for hanging out with me.